Good afternoon, MTMS. It's been an honor to be the principal over the last 5 years here at Monticello Trails. Welcome to the 20th anniversary celebration. My fondest memory is all the amazing staff we've had here at Monticello Trails, past and present, and the legacy that the former staff have left for us and the new staff, creating new memories. So thank you to all the staff and all the students that have crossed through Monticello Trails Middle School over the last 20 years.
Hello, MT!
What's up, MT?
This is Mr. Lowe here.
And Mr. Crutchfield.
Just wanted to send a little video to you guys. I was there last year, 2013-14, as the assistant principal.
And I was there from 2009 to 2013. Many great memories as a social studies teacher in 7th grade. Go Navs!
Favorite memory, it's a close tie between two things. One, I loved the smoothie challenges.
Oh.
Those things were amazing.
Yes.
Second was spending time with Mr. Schwans and learning that even though he won't tell you this, he really loves K-State football.
And I have 3 favorite things. Number 1, the Washington, D.C. trips with Mr. Heilman. Those are so much fun. Number 2, coaching volleyball and basketball for girls and boys, just meeting all the kids that way and having fun. And then the third one was stepping on a dead frog. As I walked out of my classroom, Mr. Labar left a dissection frog in my doorway. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Monticello Trails. 20 years, that's amazing. I've taught 21 years, 20 of them were in this building. I love this building, it's been home for a long time. Some of my favorite memories would be the changes, adding on the 7th grade wing, going from small 4-person teams to 5-person teams. I even had the pleasure of serving on a 6-person team when we had 2 halftime teachers. I think my favorite, most powerful memory are the students of Monticello Trails when we decided to work together on many occasions to help other people around us, whether it was clothing drives, food drives. Oh, wow, the food drives. We had so many cans of food several years that we had to bring pickup trucks in to move them. Something to be proud of. But you may not be aware that Monticello Trails was raising money to fix up an old cash register in the museum. And Terry Robbins, a teacher from Monticello, brought in a guest speaker from Sudan. And when he was done, everyone decided without a doubt he needed our money to help him build a school for children and take supplies for a school in South Sudan. Before it was over, the rest of this school raised $1,492, and we presented him with a giant fake cardboard check and, of course, a real check. And that made the Kansas City Star and Times, and the entire city watched what the children at Monticello Trails were deciding to commit to. And before Akat Arek, the man from Sudan, went back home, he had $28,000 in his pocket. Food, medicine, school supplies, uniforms, books. We made a difference. In the years that followed, we supported them with the well, and so they could have fresh water. That also brought a medical clinic, which we helped support with supplies and a building. And that city in South Sudan is now South Sudan is its own country, and that city is a focal point for that region. It's where people go to get help and medicine and education. It's a bright light in a war of darkness, and our school had a part in that. You may not be aware that when Miss Hawkins was here, she also rallied this school, and she was a great cheerleader, man. She motivated us. She rallied us to raise money to build wells in India, and we built 2 separate wells in India to help people get fresh water. We have a lot in Johnson County, and sometimes we forget not everybody has that. And the best part is the students at Monticello Trails in 20 years have always reached out to the community close at hand and halfway around the world to let them know we care. And I'm proud of us for that. Have a great day and happy birthday, Monticello.
Hello, Monticello Trails. My name is Julie Boulay. Most of you out there know me by Mrs. Boulay. I was a school counselor at Monticello Trails for 10 whole years from 2004 to 2014. So lots of great memories. When I came to Monticello Trails, I was actually hired by Dr. Sumner, but I worked under Mr. Waldeck for 6 years and then 4 years with Mr. Schwans. And I worked with a phenomenal staff, and I know a lot of them are still there. So it was a great experience. For those of you that are working at Monticello Trails right now, I've been in a lot of buildings and a lot of places, and I will say it's a wonderful middle school, and you are lucky. For those of you that are students at Monticello Trails, I will tell you, you are very lucky. It's a great place to go to middle school, and I will forever cherish my memories that I made at Monticello Trails. These days, I'm spending time with this little gal, so they're great, but I do miss all of you, and I wish you a great end of the school year, and best wishes to you all. Take care, and happy anniversary to Monticello Trails. Bye-bye.
Happy anniversary, Monticello Trails. My first experience was the first year it opened. I had a son, John, 5th grade, and Josh, 8th grade. It was a great school. I was lucky enough to retire from Shawnee Mission and get the position of vocal music teacher for 7 years at Monticello Trails. Some of the best years of my teaching career. Thank you. Happy anniversary.
I teach engineering applications here at Monticello Trails, and the day that I'll never forget is when I got hit by a 1988 Cadillac car in this parking lot. But what I'll even remember even more are the people who helped me out just a ton, and it could have been a lot worse than what it was, but I'll always remember the people who helped me out. And really, nothing really ever happened to me. No long-lasting thing happened, so thank you.
Hello everyone at Monticello Trails. This is Kevin Smiley coming to you from Abilene, Kansas and Abilene Middle School, and I just wanted to wish you congratulations on 20 wonderful years. And I guess a little about myself. From 2005 to 2012, I was the 8th grade social studies teacher on the Explorer team, and it sure was a great 7 years of my life, and I'm proud to be a part of it. I want to thank those of you that made it such a great time. But one of my favorite memories at Monticello Trails came during the winter concert in 2005. Mrs. Eisenbarth had the packed house, and they were playing their concert tunes, and Mr. Bruns and I were out in the Commons supervising the event when a parent came out of the bathrooms and reported that there was some smoke going on in the boys' bathrooms. So Mr. Bruns and I went in to investigate to find that the 4-rolled toilet paper dispenser was completely on fire, a burst in flames, licking up the walls there, black smoke pouring out from the plastic container around it, and we had to figure out what to do there. So Mr. Bruns ran out into the hall to get the fire extinguisher, and I ran into the bathroom stall there and proceeded to dip my hands into the toilet and was shoveling toilet bowl water on the fire in the toilet paper case, and so the outside of the case, the fire was out, but inside those rolls were still completely on fire. So I stepped back and kicked the cover off there and exposed those flames, and then proceeded to push some more water out of the toilet onto this fire, and quickly realized I was going to run out of water. So I flushed the toilet and brought in a bunch of new water, just continued to douse the flames with that, and we got the fire put out. And like a true professional, Mrs. Eisenbarth continued the concert once we had the fire out and the alarms turned off. So as they say in entertainment, the show must go on, and Mrs. E, like a true pro, made that happen. So that was one of my most unique memories at Monticello Trails Middle School, and definitely still to this day in my 10th year of teaching, one of the more unique stories that I have to share and have been a part of in teaching. So congratulations to everyone there at MTMS. Thanks for everyone that was a part of my wonderful experience, and I wish you all the best in the future. Goodbye.
In 1995, this building first opened. I missed the first week of school because my mom had died. So when I came back, I found that Mrs. E here was also on a duty with what we called stretch at that time, which was indoor recess. So from that point on, that's where we met, and it was true love.
Hi, my name is Jerry Balthazar. I taught 8th grade communication arts at Monticello Trails from 2010 to 2013. I would have to say my favorite memory about Monticello Trails would have to be by far the students and the staff. We had so much fun together, and I always looked so forward to going to work every single day. It was just an amazing place to be. So with that, happy 20th MT. You will forever be in my heart. Again, I feel so fortunate to have been a part of MT, and go Wolves.
I never have been able to figure out, even though I was there for a long time, whether it's Monticello Trails, Monticello Trails, what is it? Do you know?
I think it's Monticello Trails.
Yeah, whatever, just move on.
So anyway, I'm Leah Vomhoff, and I was on the 7th grade Navigator team from 2003 to 2006 and 2011 to 2013.
And I'm Toby Waldeck, principal of Mill Valley High School. I was at Monticello Trails from 2000 to 2010 as an assistant principal for 4 years and principal for 6.
I thought you started there in like 1850.
Please.
Hey MT, Casey Weiser, 2010 to 2013 as the assistant principal. A lot of great memories from Monticello Trails. The people were exceptional there, but my favorite memory, or something that stands out for me, I guess, not necessarily favorite, was 8th grade Worlds of Fun trip when you guys headed off and we sent you out in a storm, and the next thing you know, there's tornado warnings, we're sheltering in place. We get a hold of you guys, and you guys are locked away in a concrete basement at Worlds of Fun. I've never received so many phone calls and panic in my life, but it's a funny memory now, not so much when it was happening.
Hey guys, Josh Kindler here from Mill Creek. I used to teach at Monticello Trails from 2001 to 2005 in the science department.
It's Larry Benson, taught at Monticello Trails from 2002 to 2006. And coached football, basketball, and wrestling when it all started there. We had some pretty good teams, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. You and I had an undefeated season.
I think we did.
Yeah.
I think we did.
What do you think about that, Coach Scott?
My name is Adam Wessel. I am a former 8th grade communication arts teacher. I also coached boys and girls basketball during 4 glorious years at the trail. When I arrived there, I was a first-year teacher, had no idea what I'd gotten myself into, and was lucky enough to be on the contender team, contenders, with Mr. Bruns, Mr. Farrell, Mrs. Whitworth, and those people, along with many others that I'm sorry I'm leaving you out, kind of took me under their wings, showed me the ropes, and I still think fondly of my time at Monticello Trails. I miss it dearly.
Hi, my name is Kelly Sullivan, and this is my 2nd year as a teacher here at MTMS. Although I've made a lot of really great memories, most of my memories come from 2000 to 2003 when I was a student here at MT.
I'm Megan Whitworth, and I started my teaching career at Monticello Trails in 2006, and I was there until 2013. I was on the contenders team, and I absolutely loved it.
Hey Monticello Trails friends, it is me, Doug Sumner, former principal at Monticello Trails Middle School, and what a great event, the anniversary of Monticello Trails Middle School. A lot of things I love about Monticello Trails, but of course, number one, the people. Amazing people at Monticello Trails back when I was there, and still today. You know, the other thing I love about Monticello Trails, for me, was that it was like a middle school for adults too, not just for kids. It allowed me to have a blast every day, and it allowed me to learn a lot of things, made me a better professional, and it made me a better person. So all my love to Monticello Trails Middle School, and to all the people that were there back then and who are lucky enough to be there now. The other thing that was great about Monticello Trails, some of you may not know it, but it's where I got my love for cherry jello. And if you don't understand a man's love for cherry jello, then you probably weren't around back then when I was principal, because we did some special things with cherry jello. So to all the people who have made Monticello Trails so wonderful, the students, the parents, and of course the amazing staff, happy anniversary. You're all very important people, and cheers to you. You know what? No way I'm going to be able to finish all this, so what the heck? Happy anniversary.
It's been a real joy to be here for the 20 years, and this place will stay for 20 more years, I know, and we rock on, baby! Rock on!